I put this potting soil that we mixed, and if you don't know what kind of potting soil to use, watch the video on the potting soil. This is great though, because I just put it in and then I drop it and it settles down. As I drop it, and then I put some more on and I settle it down, and so now it's looking pretty good. But I'll put my finger in here like that, and then I push it around the edges. I move my hand around so it pushes around. And that's pretty much the same size as these cells that these plants are growing in. And then I'm just going to take the cell. No, I'm not going to squish the cell. What I want to do is just kind of wiggle it back and forth and then push up on it. Charles Dowding from England has actually gone into, he is manufacturing some of these guys. He's not manufacturing them, but he designed one that would work so it has a big enough hole in the bottom you can get your finger in it. So that's pretty awesome. A lot of people hate plastic and they're against plastic because it's ruining the environment. There's all these problems with plastic. I can agree with the problems that are happening with plastic, but you know what? I've used this tray probably 15 times, and I'm going to get another 20 or 30 uses out of this tray. So I don't have a problem using plastic. Okay, here we go. This paper pot's coming apart. I didn't manufacture it as good as I should have. When that happens, you can put, if your pot starts coming apart, get it flat on the table, put a little bit of dirt in the bottom and push down a lot. And that will seal up, that will make that bottom stay together. So now I'm going to fill it all the way up, give it the drop treatment, more on top, drop it down, put my finger in, press it around, and I'm looking for the biggest artichoke to take out of here. I want to gently press to get this going up there. Okay, there we go. And we get that planted in there. Move a little bit of dirt around so it's around the stem. If there's a weed in there, pull it out. This actually did have a couple of weeds in it, so I pulled those out. I'm using the worm castings as part of the potting soil here. Okay, something to tell you. When I mixed up this potting soil, this has the amendments that I put in it. This potting soil mix has azomite and blood meal, bone meal, eggshells, and alfalfa dust inside of here. Okay, that root ball broke up. There's very little roots on there. So when that happens, I'm going to go ahead and fill up the hole. And I'm going to make a tiny hole like that. And since that one was bare root, I'm going to go ahead and get him a drink of water immediately. I don't want him to start dehydrating. So this one gets some water right now because the root ball was compromised. Not only compromised, but completely destroyed. So I'm getting the water to go down in that one. And then when I water it again, it'll get watered a second time once I get the rest of this going here. There are live earthworms in this soil, which is wonderful. That's a good thing. Okay, we got the artichokes done. They're all planted here. So now what I want to do is just go through here and water them real good. So I'm watering from the top right now. If I see any disease problems, I will not water from the top. I'll try to keep the top dry, top of the soil dry. We'll just water from the bottom. And the way that we water from the bottom is just pouring water in the tray that holds water that these are sitting in. And then it will soak up from the bottom. So sometimes I like to have a fan that just sits here and blows on these guys, and just gently, and that will keep any kind of a bad fungus from killing any little transplants. That concludes this video. Hopefully this helps you have the very best garden of your life.